Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven, and tonight, whenever the heck you're watching this, we are getting into Weller 12, another Buffalo Trace product. Weller 12. What the heck is Weller 12? Weller 12 is Buffalo Trace's wheated bourbon, or one of them. The Pappies are also one of their other lines. But this is their 12-year-old wheated bourbon. The mash bill is unknown other than it's a wheated bourbon. 12 years old, 90 proof, and it is now roughly MSRP around $40-ish. If you can find it for that, more often than not, you'll find this plus 200 just because it's rare and allocated like all other Buffalo Trace products. I did personally get this bottle for like $43 post-tax, so I'm not hurting by any means, but I am going to grade it on $43 and possibly that $200 if someone was going to go out and spend this. So 12-year-old wheated bourbon and 90 proof. The coveted Weller 12 on the nose. Ooh, that's a lot sweeter than I would have expected coming off of a 12-year-old bourbon. Getting a lot of like cherries. A lot of nutty oakness. Maybe more like oak and brown sugar than nuttiness. Definitely rich caramels. A little bit of maybe an apple, but the most dominant fruit note is definitely that cherry. It's very cherry forward. Burnt sugars, caramelized wood. It kind of reminds me of like, it's like toasted marshmallows. A little bit of graham cracker note in there, a little bit of cinnamon. It's like a lot of burnt marshmallows, toasted creme brulee, sweet cherry, dark oak, and cinnamon. Very, very good. I don't know anything where that kind of all makes sense on it. Like it's not super bready, so I'm not thinking a pie or anything, but it's very, very sweet. It's like if you took a marshmallow, stuck a cherry in it, and toasted that marshmallow, put it on a graham cracker, and then ate it with like a substantial amount of oak. Very, very nice nose. I'm loving this nose, but let's go ahead and get on the palate. So on the palate, it starts off pretty oaky, baking spices. You get a lot of oak, cinnamon, and then it develops into like kind of like a cherry apple note, like a cherry apple, and then it kind of like fades away into like just burnt sugars, like brown sugar, toasted marshmallow, caramel, just toasted oak, brown sugar, caramel, cherries. Overall, very good, dark, rich flavors. But the palate just feels thin. It drops off really quick. But that's also kind of how I feel with a lot of 90 proof whiskey. So I don't know if I'm necessarily ragging on this bottle for that. It's a nice, really good nose. Fantastic nose. Decently solid palate. It's just a little thin and boring. Not thin, it's not boring, you get so much good flavor in there, and then it just drops off so quick. It's very disappointing. With how good it presents itself, I want more. I want the finish to last longer. And that was kind of my expectation going into this. I don't really love lower proof stuff for that fact. The 12 years in the barrel definitely adds this like dark, rich, like oaky, brown sugar, toasted marshmallow, graham cracker type note. And then the wheated side of this, so the wheat on the mash bill is definitely coming through because it's making that cherry note just very soft. It's soft, sweet caramels, cherries, slight apple. It's a very stereotypical like bourbon flavor, but it's coming through really, really well. This isn't coloring outside the lines. Well, it is good. The nose the palate, they're all good, and then it just falls off flat. It's good, but it's not great, where it has so much potential because the nose and palate, they're quality. They're really freaking good. And then it's just thin. Like, I don't know. It's just, I really wish this was at a higher ABV, or maybe if it was older, I don't know if that would possibly help, but it leaves me wanting. So, to grade it, overall, I think this is still good whiskey. I know I'm complaining about how it's a little thin, and that's just because it's a hard to find bottle, so I think I wanted more out of it to begin with already. But so $40-ish MSRP. I paid $43. Overall, I'm freaking happy. I'm good with this. I think $40 is pretty standard. I give it a B+ at $40. I think it's really, really good. It's very interesting, a really easy sipper. So for people who don't like a lot of aggressive alcohol flavors, they're not into barrel proofs, but they really like whiskey, I think this is a great whiskey for those people. I think I would stop at like 55, 65 maybe with this. I don't think this is over that price point. I don't think it's worth over 55, maybe 60, maybe $65 if I really want to push it, just because it's hard to find allocated. I probably personally, I would not buy a second one for over $55. I just don't think it's good. It's not great. It left me wanting a little bit more because I saw that it had potential. So at $200, I think it's asinine. I don't think you should be buying that at that price point. But again, your money, I'm not going to tell you how to spend it. So yeah, I got this $43 overall, $40-ish MSRP. I'm going to go B+. I think it's a quality whiskey. It's good. Nose, fantastic. Palate, good. Finish, disappointing. I know there's a lot of Weller fanboys out there, but this just isn't my jam. I like the 12-year age statement with the wheat because it does really make it a complex wheated bourbon, and this might be one of my more interesting / favorite wheated bourbons. I would like to see this up against the Maker's 46. Overall though, great bottle. Super not disappointed I got it. With all the hype around it, I wanted something amazing, and it's okay. For that price, I think it's fairly priced around $40, $45-ish. It's just not my ideal thing. I like something with a little bit more proof, but that's just me. I'm a proof whore. What am I gonna do? That's a wrap for this video though. As always, please do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you guys thought about this video. Let us know what you guys think about this bottle and this line as a whole. Also, check out our Facebook, Instagram, and the Patreon. The link for the Patreon is down there below. We appreciate y'all for your support. Cheers. We'll see you later.